The Catholic Diocese of Texas wants to release a list of clergy who have been credibly accused of sexually abusing minors. The list would go back to at least 1950. It's part of the church's ongoing effort to fight the abuse of children and restore faith and trust in the church. With more than 1,300 parishes in Texas, the lists are a major undertaking. Still, all dioceses in the state must have their lists ready to publish by January 31st.